And welcome back, adventurers and explorers. It has been a long 2 weeks since we have visited the Facite, and we are so excited to be back. I am your humble game mistress, Winter, writer, aspiring voice actress, graphics designer, and all-around TTRPG hobbyist, and owner of this here fair court. Thank you all for being here. We're really excited to kick off this next episode. It's been way too long. So let's go into it and introduce our players if you are here for the first time. We'll start with, we'll start with Joey.
Hey, I'm Joey. I play Phin. I play Phin every Monday we're here, try to be. I play a character. We'll be playing a character on Sundays. We're on hiatus, I'll tell you later. And sometimes I do art. I have a TikTok and Twitter at Prince Perry Pastille.
Most wonderful. Always happy to have you here. Hi, Joe.
Hi.
Tell us about
Joe.
yourself.
I'm here, and I play Serana. It's been a Monday today. But it's okay.
It has been. Yes.
Yes, but we're fixing that, and we're reclaiming Mondays, so it's gonna be fine.
It's like our thing.
It is. we need merch that just says Reclaiming Mondays. Yeah,
we do. If Spotted Laughter is here already, that should be like the next thing that we do. Except for the cool icons that we have that we'll talk about later. Anyway,
yes.
I play Serana, and she's cool. And I'm also in another campaign that is on hiatus that Joey and I will tell you about later. Otherwise, I'm just kind of here, chilling.
Well, we love chilling with you, chilling like villains. Real quick, I'm gonna throw a huge shout out to my great friend Sab, who just gifted 5 subs across our user base. So thank you so much. Absolutely love you, my dear friend. Thank you for watching and being with us. All right, Abby.
Hi everyone, I'm Abby Marie Carter. I play Aheerah, who is, I love her a lot. She's a cute little doll come to life who is very protective of her friends and likes to stab people who hurt her friends with her needle spear. Other than that, I'm here every Monday. I also play some other games. I MC Ravenwood on this channel every other Thursday. We've been on hiatus for about 2 weeks because I was visiting some family and didn't have great internet reception, but we will be back this week, and I'll tell you more about it later and all of the other stuff I'm doing. If you want to get in contact with me, I'm on Instagram at Abby_Marie_Carter, and I swear, I said this for like 3 weeks straight, I will start posting on that account. It's gonna happen, I promise. I'm also in the Mistress Winter's Court Discord at Abby Marie Carter, and I will be in the Twitch chat at Abby Marie Carter. Yes, very excited to get into it. Yay!
Yeah, thank you so much, Abby. And our ever faithful and wonderful Dennis.
Hi, I'm Dennis. I'm not really doing anything. Does anybody want to hang out after this?
No, you don't do anything. Not our tech, not our cast member.
Hi, I'm Dennis. I think everybody in chat right now probably knows who I am. I run a YouTube channel called OKSDM, where I make mistakes running games so you don't have to. Most of the content there right now is around sagas, setting in genre-agnostic system, which is a rules-light game that I'm developing with the help of Winter. She made a fucking amazing promo video. Go to my channel and watch it. It's so cool. facets, and yeah, more on that later, probably.
Yep.
But tonight, putting all that aside, I get to play Archie again. And I am so excited to see what our tiny old man gets up to this time. Because he almost died
absolutely.
last time.
But he didn't die. That's the most important thing.
No, he did not.
And I will reveal to our lovely audience that I had you all level up to level 5. So you are scaling that power ladder.
Wait, us or the audience?
Both.
Okay.
Both is good. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into tonight's episode of The Facite, Stories from Parasande. Last time on The Facite. Oh, what can I say about our last episode? Archie and Serana had gone to spy on and infiltrate the Ghelfi loyalists headquarters hidden behind the general store, when it was mysteriously attacked by strange mistfits creatures. Archie and Serana aided the Ghelfi loyalists in fighting for their lives and escaped with a few morsels of knowledge. Meanwhile, Aheerah had a sit-down with Kimberly to discuss the future of their relationship, which she left literally in Kimberly's hands in the form of the little charm that denoted Kimberly's dove house. The group has decided that they are going to be scarce, heading down into the Facite to avoid running into any unpleasantries, and are shifting about in the caves beyond the dugouts, finding a new place to sleep each night. In desperation, Aheerah also called upon Mira once again to receive audience instead with one of Mira's daughters, Manira. Manira said that it is technically possible to be transmuted into life, or a true humanoid instead of a senseless puppet. Not sure that's the best way to put it. But anyway. So the party moves about, heading from campsite to campsite. For the next 2 weeks. And in these next 2 weeks, you have a little bit of downtime. So we're going to figure out real quick what you get up to in those 2 weeks. I will go around and ask you each what you want to do for your 2 weeks. Might ask you for a role. If it is something that you would like to do with the group, you can obviously query with the group. And hopefully we can get to this like super quick. I'm going to start with Serana.
Okay. I would like to do what I did last time.
Which is?
Mainly. That is... what did we call it? It was... I don't want to say reading people's fortunes, but, like... God, what did we call it? It was something specific.
Providing spiritual guidance.
Yes, I was helping people out, providing spiritual guidance.
Sure.
I also would like to see, even though it's a bit of a risk, to attempt to get him over right now. Mom says no.
Mom says no. No.
Mom says no.
I'm grounded. All right. So in that case, if that's what you're going to do for the 2 weeks, I need you to give me 2 rolls, and both of them can be religion or occult, whichever skill you're going to use to essentially perform your job, your day job.
Let's see. Up there. Okay. You said religion or occult?
Yes.
Okay.
I will even allow performance if you want to go that route. If you want to go the route of the charlatan.
No. Okay, so one of them is 16.
Okay.
The other... is a 27.
Ooh, very nice. All right. Let's see. Downtime activities. Inca. So you're trained or expert in the skill you rolled?
I am trained in religion.
Trained in religion. Okay. In that case, very nice. You earn a solid... Now, are you going for monetary gain, or are you looking for influence?
Influence.
Okay.
Coin is nice, but I mean, we're more so looking for influence at this point.
Okay. No, that is just fine. So I will reduce your income and put that towards your influence around the area. So you will gain 6 gold per week, or I'm sorry, for the first week, and a whopping 20 gold for the second week. Because you just kind of knock it out of the park. Your people are spreading the word through rumors and gossip, and that you are the one to go to for a little bit of soothsaying, a little bit of spiritual guidance, and helping people to feel connected to the avatars. Sorry, real quick. Dennis, did we lose connection by chance?
I still see us.
Okay.
I'm
Just
still
because in the chat it said that we're live again, and that usually denotes that we broke off briefly.
I got booted for a second.
Yeah, I've only been streaming again for 3 minutes.
Okay.
Cool.
That explains it. All right, so what we're doing, if you missed it at all, we are doing some downtime activities over the last 2 weeks that the characters have been moving about. So, Serana, you have earned a very honest 26 gold over the 2 weeks and have gained a lot of notoriety around the Facite. That being said, you've heard rumors from some of your clients of strange individuals asking around for you. These individuals seem very out of place. Their outfits poorly worn, as if they don't know how to deal with these cold lands. Waiting to see if the realization will hit her.
Well, no, it's been hitting me this whole time.
Okay, all right, good.
I see it. I hear it. I know it's okay. Okay. So she was being honest when she said it was coming to me. Great. Awesome. Fun. Awesome. Great.
All right. Let's move on. From that case, we'll go to Aheerah.
Yes. I wrote down the things I wanted to do.
Yes. Awesome.
So,
I like that.
I would like to write to Delaware this time. I'm assuming I know my address or how to send it something to her. I would hope.
Yeah, I don't think we need to beleaguer the intricacies of Parasande's
Facet postal system.
postal service.
Yes. So I'd like to write to Delaware.
Okay.
And send it off a letter saying things along the lines of just that I do miss her and I'm sorry for how we left things. Make it clear that I still have no intentions of like leaving my friends. There's too much to do here, but that essentially I miss her and I love her and I hope that she can forgive me. So that's the first thing I want to do.
Okay. That is just fine. You do not receive word back within these 2 weeks.
Okay. That's fine. And then the second/third things I want to do is I want to essentially sew for people. So, like, make repairs if people need it. Probably not take like orders, so to speak, of like making things fully.
So no commissions, yeah.
Not yet. I just don't feel like Aheerah feels confident enough in her skills or anything, but mainly like repairs and things like that. But I would like to work on a banner or flag similar to the one that we saw when we went to visit Kimberly and saw her Hearth's banner for the Dove House and seeing the other ones, I want to work on one for the Threadchasers for
Okay.
us.
I love that.
Yes. And then the other thing I would like to do is I would like to find a temple, if possible, or followers that worship Mira, or if there's some that worship Manira specifically, I'd like to go there, or just the Loom Sisters and Mira in general, and just kind of start exploring that. And then
Wonderful.
if Kimberly, and then I'll be looking out for Kimberly if she chooses to
course.
come see me, but I will not go to her. That's all the
Understood.
things I want to do.
Okay. All right. So, are you going to essentially practice your craft both weeks?
Yes.
Okay. Then if you will please give me a crafting roll. 2, actually.
2 crafting rolls. Okay. That is a natural 20 for a 30.
Heck yeah!
That's the first one. And then a 27 for the second one.
All right. And are you going for straight income, or do you also want to boost influence?
Yeah, I think I'll boost influence as well.
Okay. Perfect. Then you will have earned 30 gold. And your craft is near legendary among the Facite community. And you are getting begged anytime that you do any work for commissions. There is a small chapel dedicated to Mira. And one of your clients tells you that it holds special celebratory services around the time of the full moon. Which end up kind of being like big slumber parties. Or we sleep, we perchance to dream.
Okay. And I need to be on the lookout for the full moon.
Okay. We'll say that it comes around in the second week.
I'm going to attend the service unless we're doing something else.
Okay. Is this something that you want to explore? Something special you want to do, or just express your devotion?
I don't think Aheerah feels devoted to Mira, at least yet.
I mean, yeah.
So,
sure.
More kind of something special, exploring my own connection to Mira and her daughters and things like that.
Sure.
Just trying to connect with where I came from, essentially.
Okay. You go, and the resident artists, I suppose. Resident dreamers. Offer you some beautifully calligraphied texts and stories regarding Mira and her 3 daughters, allowing you to peruse them at your leisure to contemplate. While you're there, you take notice of these special little niches where individuals have been laid out almost in a funereal sense. They're laid out, their arms crossed over, flowers adorning this kind of cot that they're laying on. But the pallor of death has not come over them. And in fact, when you look hard enough, they are breathing. They'll have the occasional visitor.
Okay. Strange.
Do you wish to satisfy your curiosity, or...
Yeah, so let's say I'll probably ask someone. Does Mira have priests? I'll ask someone. Maybe
Yeah.
the
Well, that's what I meant.
resident
Like the
artist or
resident
something.
artists are kind of the one and the same.
I'll ask someone that seems like they have authority.
Sure. The lead priest follows your gaze to one of the little niches, or alcoves is a better word, I guess. You wonder about the blessing of slumber.
Yes, I don't. I'm very new to all of this.
You need not fear for them. While it is more commonly known as the sleeping sickness, it is by no means contagious or a sickness. It is a blessing from Mira and her daughters, in which an individual's essence is invited to service to the avatars for a time. And during that service, their bodies are left here with us, in our care. When the sleeper wakes, having finished their service, they will be inspired, with no recollection of the service that they so provided, but inspired to create, to make something beautiful.
Do they choose this, or do the avatars do that?
They are given a choice. By my understanding, I can't say that I've ever been so blessed. But it is my understanding that they are given this choice. If they reject it, then they wake up normally. If they accept the service, then they remain asleep.
Thank you.
Of course. All right.
I will attend the rest of the service.
Mhm.
And yeah.
Wonderful. As far as Kimberly is concerned, you get a letter from Izzy telling you how she has essentially laid into Kimberly about her just stupidity and hopes to remind you that you are always welcome and to ignore Kimberly's just god-awful nature.
And your wife roasts you.
Yeah, pretty much.
I will send a letter back to Izzy, acknowledging that I got her letter and thanking her for her support and the open invitation.
Sure.
I will make no indication
Of whether you're going to
that
accept.
I will
Yeah.
be coming to the park, though.
Sure. No worries. All right. Then we will move on to Archie.
Okay. I also have some things written down.
Woohoo! I love preparedness.
Oh, don't give me too much credit. I wrote them down like 2 minutes ago.
Hey, if you have the time.
First, there are a couple things that I want to do like day to day. The first is I want to make sure to check in on Kamsa.
Wonderful.
Every day, just to see how she's doing, to sit down and have a conversation with her. And when I do that, every time I go there, I'll do like as powerful as I can, a pulse of heal to help the people recover.
Sure.
But only one, because I need to, like, just in case terrible things happen, I can't just spend all of it
But of
to
course,
heal
yeah.
everybody. I will... Archie will be very, very stressed out during these conversations with Kamsa because he knows that he's being chased. We're living in the Facite now, basically. Like, we go there to sleep every night. We sleep in a new spot because we know that there's 2, maybe 3 different organizations trying to find us and hunt us down and harm us or pin us down economically, socially, whatever. We have a lot of enemies right now.
Mm-hmm.
And so going to see someone regularly, them not knowing what danger that puts them in really stresses Archie out, but he can't bring himself to tell her that.
Sure. Is that it? I'm sorry.
Yes. No,
Okay.
I had other things. The first couple days, like before we go sleep in the Facite, I want to buy a map of like the surrounding area of the entrances to the Facite and like the nearby tunnels, so that we can pick places to sleep. And I want to work with Phin every night when we find a new place to sleep to find quick escapes, more than one. That's like a must-have for every single location. Yeah.
Do we need to buy a map when we turned ours in to get updated? We just have to wait for it.
You did, and I would say after a few days into the first week, you'll receive the updated tunnel system map.
I thought I'd bring it up in case it saves you some money.
Yeah. But yeah, I want to work with you, Phin, to make sure that we know where the escapes are, and that like we are some of the people that know the Facite best, so that we can actually sleep there and be safe, even if should the worst come.
Sure. Very good.
The last thing I want to do is get some Threadchaser charms.
Nice. All right. So you're gonna get them commissioned, essentially?
Yeah. I want 8 of them.
Okay. Yeah. You can commission them through a local merchant crafter called a charmer, who specializes in creating these specialized little charms. We will say that it is a gold for the design and a silver for each charm.
Done.
Awesome. All right, so working backward from there, if you will, give me a survival check. With aid from Phin, so +2.
I know how to add +1, but it doesn't want me to. Okay, there.
Just do the mental math, you know.
21.
Wunderbar. Between the two of you and the new map that you have, you are able to essentially stay off the radar in terms of where you bed down at night. Sure, you disperse and head out into various parts of the Facite, keeping low profiles as best as you can. But as far as where you set up camp and sleep, you are well hidden away from any of those numerous enemies. Visiting Kamsa, after the first week, I'll say that she is much more lively, feeling, healing very well. There is significant scarring from the burns that she took. It has been minimized, especially because of your magical aid and the ointment that has been provided by the the doctors, essentially. But the hair regrowth is patchy and slow, and she's very scarred on her left side. One of the times that you visit her, several other, and when I say several other, I mean a whole gaggle of other catkin are in the tent, pressed into the tent, hovering around her bed. All kinds of chattering and voices overlapping each other, as it seems that Kamsa's family has come to call.
Do any of them see me?
If you do not want them to see you, then they don't.
I will come back.
Okay. They stick around for a couple of days. So you can always come back after they've left.
Okay. Yeah, I will come back, like, later in the evening.
Okay.
Whenever they're not there.
Sure. She's sitting up, gnawing on a piece of soft jerky to keep up her strength, you know. Looking like weary, not in a I don't feel well kind of sense, more like a I just had to deal with my family for the whole day and I'm exhausted now. In a way.
And that conversation is going to be fun because Archie is looking forward to being her respite from her family.
So you're gonna go speak to her? Listen.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh. Hey.
Hey.
It's been a while.
It hasn't been that long. I saw you yesterday, right?
Oh yeah. I'm sorry. My family's in town and they take up a lot of my time.
Well, I can't say I can relate too much, but I won't take up too much of your time.
Oh, it's fine. I'm just a little peckish, so I'm, feel free to have a seat if you'd like.
Yeah, sure. How you feeling?
Pretty good. I think that they're going to consider releasing me soon. It's going to be different, isn't it?
Well, your place of employment did explode, so yes, it's going to be at least a little bit different.
That's fair. Yeah. I just...
Something tells
How do
me
I
that's
look?
not what you were talking about.
Like... Do you... still... Are you still interested in dating?
Yes, of course. I mean, I can check up on you medically, but that's not why I show up.
That's fair. I guess I worry that my new look is well, off-putting.
No. Not at all. Might
You're
take a
good to
while
me.
to get used to, but it's not scaring me away.
Well, don't take too long then.
I'll reach out and touch her burnt, mostly hairless skin.
And she almost flinches away.
I don't push it.
I don't know if I'm ready for that yet.
Sorry.
Thank you for being patient at least.
Of course. I have lots of practice at that.
So, why don't you tell me what's going on with you?
Well, you're still making progress. Slowly developing the Threadchasers into this reputable group. Trying to find more information, connect with more people,
Wonderful.
figure out what needs doing, and you can help us do it.
Wonderful. Awesome. And we're gonna kind of like fade out on that one as the two of you talk into the night and such. One thing though that you experience over the course of the 2 weeks, you're in the middle of talking, whether to Kamsa, to Phin, and your words stop momentarily. Like you'll be mid-sentence and it just cuts. Probably lasts several minutes. How terrifying that is for you, that is up to you. But then it comes back, your voice comes back as if nothing happened.
Is it like I'm moving my lips and I can feel the air coming out, or is it like something's stuck in my throat?
It's like you're moving air, you're doing all the things that you would to speak, but nothing is coming out.
I'm probably, when that happens, I'm probably with Phin.
So, what about this part of the...
Sorry? You alright?
No point on the map.
Depending on how often this happens, Phin will probably have you, like, rest or, like, sit aside. And she just patiently waits for you.
Archie's trying his best to play it off so that no one notices.
In that first week, that's easy to do. Like, when your voice comes back, you give it like a quick cough and like, oh, yeah, and then you continue on with your day. And the incidents are dispersed so vastly that nobody would think anything of it. However, in the second week, it becomes more frequent, like once a day, twice a day.
The first time it happens twice in one day. That night, I'm going to... I think I will find a place alone. We were in the Facite, and I just go off down a different tunnel for a second. And I will summon Bonatati.
Okay. Tell me, does that spell have a... is it a spell? It's a spell, right? Summon minion? Does it have a verbal component?
Yeah, it has all three.
Yeah. You go to summon him, and because you cannot speak his name, he does not appear. Now, as soon as the impediment lifts, you can summon him.
Bonatati.
The lantern flares to life in front of you. The shifting ball of light and glass and metal orb floats in front of you.
My friend.
You called.
Yes. Need your knowledge.
I am at your service.
I've been having bouts of being mute. Is there any history with using Worldwalker's power, sort of impediment, or is there anything else you know about it?
The light dims slightly as it kind of... You get the sense that it's looking inward and seeking the knowledge from the divine, essentially. Kind of like a computer computing. When he grows to full light again, a thing given, a deal struck, a curse gained.
Don't tell me your knowledge is stuck behind that same communication barrier that the avatars have to work with.
Information is imperfect within the divine. It is images and emotions. It is thoughts and prayers. You gave something menial at the time, but it has allowed someone use of your essence.
When did I give this away? Or after the ice?
After. It bobs in place and fades.
Fuck.
fun.
Whew. Okay, so for the day-to-day,
Yes.
when I'm not helping Archie or working on like escape plans and mapping, she will probably be going over her notes, preparing a defense, getting her story straight, maybe asking like questions here and there.
Yes. Okay.
Basically, is there anything else, she needs to know?
So essentially gathering information?
Yes.
Okay. Very cool. And remind me, you sent a letter off to the observatory asking for what exactly?
I believe I asked for information on Drobrand,
Drobrand? Okay, yep.
the occult. I don't think it was a very high roll. So just general information about like the myths and stuff like that.
Okay. You will eventually get word back from that. The current professor of history, essentially, has followed the Arch's request and has provided a whole scroll of information copied from texts and such. So you don't get all the pretty diagrams and depictions and such. But you get basically that Drobrand was this essentially general within Vios's armies, and and led many of the forces against Parasande in general, wiping out entire swaths of towns and land in burning flame and scorched earth, and was only brought low by a gathering, a fellowship of heroes, as it were, who worked together to bring down Drobrand. These champions were purportedly at the forefront of Cephalarine's guard. But based on what you have learned about Cephalarine's demise, I guess, they obviously failed in that task. And before I forget to insert this too, as you're reading this scroll and shoring up your information over the next couple of weeks, that little incident that you had where the words kept like rearranging themselves on the page, almost feeling like you're a little dyslexic, begins to happen more frequently, to points where entire passages become intelligible, and you are unable to glean anything from them. If you will, though, give me 2 gather information checks. Diplomacy, essentially. Or, if you wish to go about it a different way, I would say you have lore academia. Let's go with that. Yeah.
Okay. Is this what she was doing the entire week? I kind of had the idea of like a day job.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
If you only want me to do like one roll instead.
So yeah, just do the one, gather information, and then let me know what you're doing for a day job.
Okay, so for 14 plus academia.
Yep.
27.
Oh, fantastic. You are keeping tabs on the movers and shakers of the Facite, as well as gleaning the occasional nugget of information about important finds and digs within the Facite. Because as operations are beginning to ramp back up, now that much of the scaffolding has been replaced, the platforms are starting to work again. The finds are becoming plentiful again. And you have leads on several that could be very that could bear some extra fortune for you if you're looking for it. So yeah. And then what did you want to do for your day job?
As carefully as she thinks she can.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe more busy work kind of within the Peacekeeper office.
Okay.
I just gained Eyes of the City.
Ooh.
So if you deem it appropriate, if there's enough information, I can use society or diplomacy to track. She won't actually like put herself in danger, but like more like follow the information threads.
Sure. Yeah. To track who? Or just information in general?
Information on the loyalists.
Fair enough.
Whatever she can glean, if people are willing or, hearsay.
Sure. Yeah.
Would I know that Phin is doing this?
She'd probably tell you.
Archie would offer help first and request that Phin looks for 2 individuals or organizations, not sure which, by the names of Siamon and Askel Trislar.
Simon. You don't mean Simon?
Maybe. Spelled
Do we know how to-
Siamon. I never realized now that Simon never wrote down his name for us.
Do we know how to spell?
That's how Simon is spelled.
Wow.
Do we know that's how it's spelled?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll look into that. Thank you. That'll help me.
Wunderbar.
And then I suppose towards the end of the week, she will request Peacekeeper Callum towards the end of the 2 weeks. Clear your schedule. I want to present everything I know.
Okay. The information that you parse together, which has proved difficult. Or actually, go ahead and give me your role in that case. Society or diplomacy? Or you're trying to do your day job though, right?
I thought it might the feat might tie into it.
Yeah, that's fine. So I'd say society.
Society. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. That is a plus 11. 19 plus 11 is 30.
Ooh, nice.
Who
All
rolls
right.
a 30 already tonight?
So the assignment that was mentioned, so one of the notes that Archie gathered was mention of an assignment to acquire a certain rod by an expert named Askel Trislar. Askel is a local and infamous thief, who's, as you parse the information, you will discover that this was the contractor hired to steal the rod that Archie had turned down. The rod was delivered to a fence, most likely Smiley, but where it went from there, the information is not available. The letter for brokering a deal for mutual benefit between Vict and Simon. There's not a lot of information that comes through the Peacemaker's office about Simon or about Sir Frost or anything to that effect. However, there is information that Vict is pulling his resources with his loyalists to almost buy out a whole bunch of dig sites in the Delvers East. Or Dugout East.
Everything?
That's what I've got for you. Throughout these 2 weeks, you have also been dealing with this strange affliction that comes upon you in little spurts in the first week, but quickly gains fervor in the second week, where you have to take breaks to wait until the words stop moving and shifting around so you can understand what you're actually reading. And that will bring us to the end of those 2 weeks.
At the end of the 2 weeks, I want to present however much I've gotten done on the banner flag thing that I've been working on to the group.
You've put together its form. It can take a few more touch-ups, a careful redoing of a seam, or a little bit of restitching here, but for the most part, it stands on its own.
So what stands on its own? I thought you were making like a flag.
Yeah, banner.
Okay.
Yeah.
It just is completed for the most part.
Just covered and start.
I don't need to
stands on its own.
Yeah.
I don't need to hold it together in any way. It just needs some touch-ups. So.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
I thought you were
I'll
building like
present
a
that.
small structure, and I was very confused for a second. Freestanding banner.
Nope. I'm a seamstress.
Aheerah,
but yeah, I'll
that's
present that to the
amazing.
team. You really
Well,
think
that's-
so? If there's something you don't like, I can change it.
Oh, it's great.
I think it's neat.
It's amazing.
Thanks. I'm so happy that y'all like it.
Oh, here, these finally came back yesterday.
And I will hand out 2 charms to each of you.
So
I
if
put it on.
no, you can't quite do that. The cool thing about how this works is you can't put it on yourself. You need 4
Oh, that's
hands.
right.
So here, come here, I'll show you.
Ah!
Somebody understands.
I wanted to do it, but I can't do it. Okay.
You have to thread it through this way first, and then turn it around, slide it back into a knot there, and then last thread.
Yeah, I can't do that with one hand. Can't.
No, it's hard enough to do it with 2. Here, now you do one for Phin.
Okay, and she'll go over and replicate the process. Is it too tight? Is it good?
This is great. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Ooh, can I do one?
Aheerah will hold out her arm. To Phin.
She'll try to do it then.
Okay. And then afterwards, I will try to do Archie's. And then I'll do it.
Did we just make friendship bracelets? Is that what this was?
Yeah,
This count as
kinda.
friendship bracelets?
I mean, it's a little. Sure.
What's a friendship bracelet? Oh,
Well,
I
it's
mean, I
when-
guess I sort of get it.
Yeah,
I know what the word means.
Yeah. When you have friends and you want to make bracelets together, you just make bracelets and then you hand them to your friends, and then when other people see them, they're like, "Oh, that's a friendship bracelet," and then they know that you're friends with, and it's kind of nice. So.
I like that idea. We have friendship bracelets.
Yeah.
Or charms, friendship charms. Same thing.
We're part of the same
Yes.
hearth now. Like to do it in a place that we own, but your banner certainly brings a certain warmth to this ice cave.
We'll have a place of our own eventually. Probably.
Wherever we are is home. For now. That's cheesy.
But it's
like it, though.
true.
Still liked it.
I like it too.
Alright, I'm gonna go do patrol.
Okay.
All right. Anything else to finish out those 2 weeks?
I would mention. I would. Before you go, Archie.
Yeah.
My family is here.
That's not good.
Like and no. It's not. They're
You
looking
know-
for me.
Know where or who exactly?
They could all change their faces if they wanted to, but they look very out of place. They don't look normal. They look cold and very ragged, and it's very easy to spot them. I haven't seen them yet. I've been very good about avoiding. Just I don't think I can run forever. I think I'm gonna have to face the point, and if I do, I need you guys to know that they're here.
Want to find them first?
I should.
Will help.
I'll talk to Sefella again if I can. But she said.
Phin, how far into the Peacekeepers does your influence extend? Can you ask for them to keep an eye out for the foreigners traveling together?
I can. If granted that everything goes well tomorrow.
Gotta worry about that first. But everything will be fine. Then you can confront your family.
Yeah.
We'll be right by your side.
All right. We will end that night unless there's anything else. And we can go ahead and take our break so that we can come back and use the rest of the time for what else is planned for our dear Delvers and Threadchasers.
Yeah, whatever you've been hinting at for the last 24 hours.
Yep. Oh, I've been hinting hard, including your particular affliction.
And you're playing with a platinum piece like frickin' Simon. This is gonna be, oh,
Noticed that.
Oh no.
that is very
that
worrisome.
It's fine.
All right. Well, we will take a 10-minute break, and we will come back at the half hour. Thank you all for being with us. We hope that you'll stick around and enjoy the last hour and a half of our 27th episode of the Facite Stories from Parasande. We'll see you in about 10 minutes. Welcome back, adventurers and explorers. So, we have made it through our 2 weeks of downtime, which I will admit took me a little longer to get through than I expected, but I think it was rife with some good role-playing moments, so I am not regretting that at one bit. So, you have completed these last 2 weeks with more time stretching out before you. Save for the increasing frequency in which you, Archie, and you, Phin, experience these strange occurrences. What would you like to do?
Phin probably knows about my incoming speech impediment. Do any of us know about Finn's temporary dyslexia? I didn't think so.
Ah.
She may get visibly frustrated, but she definitely wouldn't say anything to anyone.
Interesting. A silent sufferer. Very good.
I think today's the day. You need to go talk to Callum. Ready, Phin?
Did you want to come with me? I did set the appointment.
I think it would be a good show of good faith if we all went.
Okay. I have the entire defense laid out. Room for questions, comments, and concerns, of course. And basically I want to pose as a closing statement that while justice should be handled, they're not going to find anyone as capable as us. So therefore we aren't going to do well behind a jail cell for that. I think that's convincing.
I trust you. I trust in your defense.
Oh, thanks, that helps. I hope there's a corkboard and some twine in there.
For what?
Oh, well, I have all of my notes and how they relate to each other. I was thinking about putting pins in it.
Interesting. Visual arts. I dig it. Oh boy.
Visual aids can be helpful. When Delalore was teaching me, sometimes she had to do things visually because I wasn't understanding.
Where are we
Well,
meeting?
shall we?
I set it for morning, so we should have breakfast and get going.
You didn't happen
Okay.
to set it for the jailhouse, did you?
I set it to where we could be as alone as possible.
Good.
That's
As long as you know where
yeah,
I'm going.
that's probably the idea. All right,
Very
let's
good.
do this.
All right, so you're heading up to the Peacekeeper station. Or office, I suppose. The sun is out in force today. It is bright, reflecting off the snow. Many of the Snowfields residents have been accustomed to this kind of thing and wear specialized goggles to prevent snow blindness. The platforms going up and down the Facite have been fully restored, allowing quick movements up and down. As operations have kicked in again, the Facite topside is a bustle again. People hurrying to and fro, completing their daily tasks, their labors, the various duties as it relates to the economy that makes up the Facite. And all of you are going to the station? Correct?
Yep.
Okay. Cool.
I think Serana might take a little extra caution to change her face just a little bit. Maybe just dye her hair a different color and change her eyes. And that's it. Likely to a brown eyes, brown hair. just so she blends in a little bit differently, so they're not like, ah, yes, the one with the white hair and the white eyes. That's the one who belongs to our family. Ha ha ha! Like,
Sure.
you know.
Sounds good. You head to the Peacekeeper's office, and you pass by scores of people. None of them throw up any kind of red flags as far as being from out of town, as it were. So you make it to the station unaccosted. The guards are back out on patrol for the most part, with a small contingent sticking around at their place of work. In the back, the Peacekeeper is in his office.
Okay, everyone. Are we ready? He may ask you questions, so be prepared.
Okay. Is there anything we should not say if he asks us things? Or just we're being fully honest?
We need to be honest. I plan to definitely lead this conversation, but just in case there's any extra information, or if he wants to question all of us.
Okay.
And I'll knock on the door.
All right. Come.
Good morning, sir.
Ah,
I did mention that I'd be bringing informants, right?
you did.
Good, okay. All right, and she'll...
Well, then, your usual contingent? Entourage or other?
Yes.
Very good.
She makes sure...
Well, please.
She makes sure to shut the door behind her, and she'll get out her notebook and start kind of sorting through. Is there a corkboard that I can use? I want to go full Charlie Day.
Yeah, go for it.
So before she explains, she'll kind of start. She'll ask for a moment to prepare, and she starts kind of pinning things up, and kind of like putting twine between certain passages and pictures, like whatever sketches. And then she'll come back. Okay, so I have a full case, everything that I know up to this point to present to you. I have brought my informants. If you have any questions, concerns, or comments throughout while I'm presenting this, I just have one thing I need from you.
And that is?
Please hold any judgments until we are absolutely through the entire case.
That's fair, I suppose. I should hear all evidence prior to making any arrests.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So she's going to start with the most recent information regarding, is it Ascal or Askel?
Yep, Askel.
The fact that she lost one of her informants, so we don't really have that in with the loyalist anymore. It's more of like the hearsay, so she'll update him on like the rumors and what she's heard. And then she's going to go back to the explosion. And about how the barrels seem to have been set the same day and set off. by the Loyalists, and what we already know. She'll just review it.
Mm-hmm.
And then she's going to bring up the matter of the gunpowder.
Mm-hmm.
So, there is one matter of extreme concern regarding the gunpowder found at the scenes. They set off 4 explosions, and I do know how they acquired 3 of the barrels. Now, I want to start this out by saying, we did not know what was going to happen, what the intent was. We stole the barrels. 3 of them. So they acquired a 4th one. We needed it in with Smiley Lockwood. This is going to sound very convoluted, but we needed their trust. We did not know they were going to set off the explosions or when. They had something we needed. And then she's going to backpedal to the control rod. She'll probably bring up Ascal again. What happened in the vault. Kind of explain a little bit about the golems. And then relate that back to like the theft from the cultural center and what those items may have been. Obviously the control rod, and then maybe what the book and helmet were about. And then I think she'll backpedal to kind of how we got involved with Simon in the first place. So she tells the story backwards. This happened because this.
Sure,
because
sure.
this.
Yeah.
And that's basically the outline of her presentation. And she'll finish it up with a closing statement along the lines of, I understand that we have done wrong. Justice needs to be served. Even unknowingly, at most we have committed manslaughter, or we have been involved in this incident. I understand that I will probably not be paid. I will probably lose my job. However, if you choose to arrest us, you will likely not find men as capable as the Threadchasers. We have a lot of information on the inside, what is happening throughout these different groups. We have survived the Facite, and the Vault, and the Rift. If you have any questions, please ask all of us. But that is my argument in full. That is everything we know.
Sorry, more out of character question. Were you all present, or was it just you?
I think we were all in the room listening to Phin.
Yeah.
Okay. So you were all
We're all
present for that presentation.
Mm-hmm.
We were present for the present, yes.
Okay. Throughout the presentation, Peacekeeper Column has kept a very disciplined expression on his face. Not affirmative, not negative, just very scrutinizing. I do have one concern. Is it just me? Or are your notes discombobulated?
Organize them the best that I could.
As you look back to the board, you find that the notes that you had thought you had put into their proper place are switched. So as you were following your timeline, you were motioning to the wrong note and posters and such.
Oh, I apologize. The notes are still the same. You'll just have to follow a different. You could read them for yourself. They are supplementary. Oof. So sorry.
Second, as he tiptoes around the elephant in the room, he opens a drawer in his desk, pulls out a sheet of parchment. I was waiting to post this until I could get further information. And he lays it down, and it's a wanted missing persons poster kind of thing for Serana.
In Finn's mind, if I can, it's just gonna hear. I mean, in the favor of being honest, should I just?
Finn will nod, but she will also ask out loud, "May I ask who reported her missing?"
There are some relatives, as they say, that stopped into the station earlier this week, seeking their long-lost cousin, and asked that we post this. I had a hunch and decided to procrastinate. But I do believe that you are waiting for my reaction to your indiscretion. I will say that it does fill in some gaps of information that I have. For instance, he pulls out his little notebook. Why, you, looking to Phin, were visiting a new bakery near the storehouse. And as to the identity of this mysterious guard that went missing and has never been on the payroll, eyes shift to Serana.
She is totally not looking at him either.
Mm-hmm. I understand necessity and doing things that you are not proud of. Many of us are simply lucky to have little impact to those mistakes Therefore, we can learn from them. And remember for future instances. And I would love to say that this is one of those, but unfortunately I cannot. The explosions that damaged the Facite took many lives. A few more than you were able to save yourselves. Which will be considered. It is heartbreaking, but I have no choice but to report it and to ask for your badge.
Stand.
We cannot, unfortunately, have a peacekeeper who has aided in such an act, witlessly or otherwise. As for arrest or any such consequences, that is not for me to decide. But I will not hold you until the council meets and decides what they would wish to visit upon you. Is there anything else?
I have one quest, if you'll hear it. Much of this information came from interaction I had with Vict. He believes and fully intends to hold this information about the source of the gunpowder over us for as long as possible. We would like him to believe he still has that leverage.
They do also know that Serena can change.
That is a fair point. And as you suggested, Delphinium, your greater assets free than behind bars. I will brief the council myself and keep this information that you've shared in the least amount of ears that I can manage.
Understanding discretion, sir.
On the condition that you bring us Vict. In order to secure your freedom, we must have those responsible for the actual bombings.
I believe we can do that.
Very good. He holds out his hand toward you, Phin.
She hands over the badge and the cloak.
And there's just a grin as he takes it, and folds it up neatly, and puts it inside his desk.
While that's happening, I take Finn's free hand and just give it a squeeze.
Yeah. Anything else?
Should that return?
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
Sorry, my mic was not with it. Should that family return? I know I have no favors to ask of you. If you tell them where I am, I understand.
If I may. They are likely not as dangerous as the Cult of Ios, the Reborn. But they are people of interest.
Well, as this was requested in good faith, they don't have much recourse but to host it. However, you have given me no indication of your current dwellings. So, if they ask, I can honestly say that I do not know where you are at any given time.
You should also know that I believe that these people may tend to harm Serana, us if necessary. They find us, it's more than likely to come to violent conflict.
We don't know what... Of course we have the myths and the history, but we do not know what Akamahali wants. Or her followers.
I know very little of spiritualism and avatar worship. But it sounds like you are all handling yourself well. You are, yes.
Do you want me to turn over all of these notes? You can keep them.
You can leave the board.
Okay. And she'll gather the rest of her notes. The unrelated stuff.
Okay. Well, you are dismissed. But don't leave town.
We understand. Thank you for your time.
Open the door and leave.
I will too, still holding Finn's hand.
I will visibly change in front of Callum and walk out.
Are you okay, Finn?
I can't say I'm devastated. I think I expected this. I'm not sure I wanted to work in law enforcement anyways. But I will wait until we get somewhere else to stay more.
Okay. No.
I didn't even have a
again.
I didn't even have a law degree.
Could have fooled me.
Do you need one of those to do what the peacekeepers do?
Apparently not, but there is the study of law and degrees and licenses in other places.
I don't think. Well, I don't know about here, but I know where I'm from, that's not really a thing.
Forms of policing. I also used to read a lot of novels, which are probably not accurate.
There's truth to most stories. Once we get out of the peacekeeper's office or station, I'll just. So what now?
We have to
Now
find
we
Vict.
have another thing to worry about. I've been thinking about
Yes.
it. Putting together a plan. It's iffy at best.
Well, we'll work on that then. Table that for now, I suppose. In the meantime, we can't really go after Vic right now. What do we want to do for the rest of the day?
I can't outrun them forever, and I should find them, and I don't want to put you in danger. So,
We're thinking a little bit about that too. I don't think we have a way to find them quickly.
I do. My family. We know each other. It's not. It's different down there.
Today?
I'd rather do it now. I'd rather just get it done. I don't want to.
Then we'll go find your family.
They could be here because they don't have a home and they are here to blame me and kill. I am the who left. I'm the reason that she lashed out.
It's not your fault.
Had I not left, nothing would have changed. No one would have died.
You can't control somebody else's reaction to your actions.
We don't know everything happening.
We just need to de-escalate if possible. If it comes to blows, we're definitely going to jail.
Again. But like we did for Zara, I'll do it for you too, Serana. I have no qualms about that. But if it doesn't come to your family hurting you, that's preferable, and I won't do anything to them. But none of us, but especially me, I'm not gonna let them hurt you. I promise.
You guys are my family now anyway, so.
We have the charms to prove it.
Yeah.
As we're talking, I'll take Serana's hand.
I will absolutely a death grip it. Just white-knuckled, holding on to your hand.
I, for the most part, seem unaffected and just like, I'm here.
Okay. GM,
Yes.
would I, having lived in the caves with these people for a long time,
Okay.
is there a way that I can roll, or what you would decide as I would reasonably kind of understand where they would go and congregate were they not out in the public eye?
Good question.
I feel like I would know this, but I also don't want to just say that I do. So.
Excuse me. What you would innately know about individuals in or from the Caves of Mist is that they're extremely insular. So being out in the wide world took some getting used to for yourself. So if they're not actively seeking you out, they're going to look for or be in a place that is kind of claustrophobic, or a place that is busy and crowded. And who knows if they're doing both, looking for you and trying to remain somewhat comfortable. A populated, crowded place may be the place to go.
The sun is out today in force, you said.
Mm-hmm.
They won't be in any kind of marketplace that's not fully indoors. They're not going to be out on the streets. They'll be inside somewhere. Likely. I mean, the busiest things. They could be in the Delver's Nest. or in a tavern somewhere, but the nest almost makes sense to me.
Nest would be perfect. Everyone there knows who you are.
I don't know if they figured that out yet, but I would assume that they have at this point. I don't know how long they've been here. 2 weeks max, 3.
Perhaps they won't start a scene in front of everyone.
I'll be honest, I am not entirely sure what they will do. Because we've never crossed this one before. This has never been, no one's ever left. I am the only one who has ever left, and there's no protocol for this. So
We meet them in the Delver's Nest, though. We have people there who will defend us. Defend you. The question is whether they know that.
some of them are smart. And if only a few of them have come, it'll likely be the smartest of the family.
Talk then.
To start, beg me to come home. Tell me that if I don't, they'll all face further punishment, and that I am the only reason they're suffering, and had I not left, no one would be dead.
When you tell them no,
I don't know. They may accept it and wander off and attempt to get back home. Or I don't know. There's a lot of options. I don't know if they'll resort to violence or not.
We'll deal with whatever they do.
Okay. Let's check the nest first. Worst comes to worst, we pop back up here. Check every tavern. The bunkhouse.
And we can ask around if need be. I have made some connections over the last 2 weeks, so
They will look quite out of place.
Yes.
well, I suppose we should go then.
Okay.
All right.
I'll keep my hand firmly in Serrano's as we walk.
Okay. Sounds good.
I'll keep holding it.
Let's see. Sorry, I'm throwing stuff together. So where are you checking first?
The Delver's Nest.
Okay. You head down to the Delver's Nest. And find it a bustle with the operations that are in full swing. Go ahead and give me. Well, you know what? I'll do it. Here we go. But you do not see any of your family.
All right.
Let's ask
So
around.
they haven't figured. Yeah. I'll walk around the why am I forgetting the name of the place that the bar, the tavern, the place where we drink and eat free food.
That place?
That place. Go in there and ask around.
All right. You don't see anyone outright that stands out, but if you will go ahead and give me a gather information, whether deception or diplomacy.
Deception is the key here. Oh, that is a 19 on the die plus 9. That's
Ooh.
28.
You speak with one of the patrons of the bar. Sorry, which skill did you use?
I used deception.
Okay. You speak with one of the patrons at the bar who seems to have his eye on the comings and goings of people, kind of a people watcher. And you strike up conversation in which you coax out of him, despite his protest, that he doesn't squeal on nobody. You coax out of him that some foreigners or other have been keeping vigil in the town market.
Thank you kindly.
To the town market we go.
All right.
Want us to approach with you, Serrano?
No.
Want us to hang back?
Let me go in first. I'll
you
message
sure?
if I need so. I promise.
I don't like the idea of you going in alone.
Spread your souls out. Keep an eye on me. It's fine. Be within message range. I will
Okay.
be. I'll be okay.
All right. Let me get you settled into the scene. Now you'll have to forgive, I have not had the time to create this whole scene, so it's pretty bare bones.
Anything you do is amazing.
Meh. I literally just threw this up while we've been talking, so...
Big mood.
I just threw it together. It's no
Yeah.
big deal.
All right. Amidst the busy marketplace, shoppers wandering and ambling to and fro between various stalls of goods ranging from simple vegetables and fruits to luxuries purported to be sent in from all across Parasande. You spot them even before you've left the little alley in which you stand. 3 tattooed and imposing toughs, barely hiding their warrior prowess, stand grouped together in a corner of the market, their eyes darting from person to person, obviously seeking someone specifically.
Okay.
Go. Before you go, we need to set up. Aheerah, see that alleyway right next to them? Get there and stay hidden.
I can certainly try.
Okay. Okay. Well, I am gonna... Do I seem to recognize them by name? Or are they just...
So they look to be rather young, I'll say. Probably some distant cousins that had not achieved their place before you left.
Okay. If I can, I'd like to, before I start stepping out, I'd like to conceal my dagger, but in my hand, in my cloak. Just have it out, so that it's already drawn. I don't have to think about it. It's there. I'm not just walking up with it in my hand. Concealed. And I will... I'll just pop up right here.
I will start moving as well.
Slowly make my way that way.
I'll wait and then move to where Archie told me. The alleyway, like next to them, sort of behind and next to them, right?
Yeah.
That's my understanding. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Now, Aheerah, you're going to be moving through the open area. They may not know exactly, or they may not know that you're allied with Serana, but did you want to do anything to mask your presence?
Sure, I'll try and be stealthy or something.
I'll try to be stealthy or something.
Or something.
I don't know. It's like if there's a way.
Aheerah just
don't see another way
tiptoeing
to
like a
get there.
cartoon character in the background.
Yeah. Doop, 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 doop.
Because I'm trying to figure out if there's another way I can get there that wouldn't be super out in the open, but I don't think that there is.
I mean,
assuming
you
there's
could
people.
you could
around the
circle around the
buildings.
back, yeah.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay.
How do I do that?
We say that you did that and put your token where it should be.
Yeah, can we just say that I
Yes.
did that so I don't have to go
Sure.
around the entire
You
map?
say that I did, and then, you know.
Yeah,
just
sure.
That's how I
that,
got
that,
there.
that sounds just fine.
And if you want me to make like a stealth check, I totally will. I just don't want to move my token around the board like that.
Alright.
Let's see. One of the individuals spots you. I assume that you're not disguised?
Not anymore.
Okay. One of the individuals spots you, perks up, nudges his companion, who in turn nudges the next one, and they all come to attention. Their hands resting on the hilts of their curved swords. They watch you approach, wary.
Cousins?
Cousin.
Funny seeing you here.
You know why we are here.
What do you want?
You will return with us.
Or what?
You will return with us, or our blades will fall on you.
Okay, so either you return with me and she punishes me, or you don't return with me and she still punishes you guys. Or I don't return with you and she still punishes you. So
You will
who's...
return with us, dead or alive.
Oh, is that what she's leveled it at now? Okay. Did she promise you
The Great
place?
Mothers want your presence one way or the other.
They don't
They
know
have
shit about
they have
me.
no. They know that you seduced and lured our brother McKeel here and killed him.
Is that what they told you?
Is it not true? If it is not, then produce him, and all will be well.
He turned to ash in my arms. Not from me. He said Akamahali had burned him and punished him, and he had run away. And he died in my arms.
If this is true, then he was a traitor. As are you.
I suppose that's true.
Are you willing to submit and return home?
No.
They unsheath their swords. And we will drag you back.
I'd like to see you try.
I'm gonna need some initiatives.
Here we go.
Blew out of my hand. Okay. That was cocked. I'm gonna be honest about that. Okay, no, I'm using a hero point to fix that. That was gross.
I am as
That was
well.
gross.
I'm good.
I'm good too.
Alright, that's a 19. We're good with that.
I rolled another natural 20, so 29.
Nice.
Kick their ass. Do it.
All right, one second. Let's see. We got.
That's what I'm good at.
Combat status. All right. See, I don't want to roll. I just want you to start the combat. Yeah. All right. Roll all. There we go. All right. So, Serrano, what did you get?
I got 19.
Oh, perfect. Finn.
31.
Jesus.
Whoa!
I get a plus 12. That was a 19.
Ooh, that's freaking
Hey, Jesus.
impressive. Archie, you got 10?
17.
Oh,
Used a
17.
hero point.
All right, cool. And then Aheerah.
29. So I rolled a natural 20. And I have a plus 9 to perception.
Nice. All
Natural
right.
20 and Phin still goes first.
I know, yeah.
Well, I do not have a plus 12 to perception. I have plus 12 to other things, like stabbing people.
Plus 12
All right.
stab.
All right, Finn, you are going to be up first.
Okay. She's going to draw her dagger. The not poison dagger. The plain one. And where's the ruler? She's gonna run. That's 2 actions. I think I can run again for 25.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna run up to two movements and drawing the dagger, and while she's running, she's screaming, "Help! Guards! Help!" You know, they're gonna hurt her. Just bloody murder. Top of her lungs.
Okay.
I'm causing commotion.
Sure. Give me a deception.
Oh, that's not good. It's a 17 plus numbers.
17 plus numbers. I love it.
Deception, that'll be a 19 total.
Nice. There's a general confusion that begins to erupt, and as all attention swivels to Phin as she begins screeching and calling for the guards, there are a few nearby that have been watching the market, so we will add them in. I had some guards already. I do. One second. Let's see. Nobles, warriors. Okay. We'll say there is a guard here and here. They've been chatting it up, you know. All right. Phin, that will be your turn. Aheerah.
Is there any... They haven't attacked yet.
Not yet, no.
Is there any, like, thing in Pathfinder where I can essentially, like, hold my action until they attack? I don't want to be the first one to attack.
Yeah, absolutely. Essentially, you sacrifice 2 actions on this round to ready an attack.
That's fine.
That you can use,
So
or
then
that gets triggered. Yeah.
So then I get, like, 1 action once the trigger occurs.
Well, you get 1 action right now, so you can move if you wanted to, and then your 2 actions are used to trigger it later. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I understand. Hang on. Alright, I will move then.
Okay.
Closer. Let me switch. What's that? Less than 5? Yes. Oh, I keep forgetting I don't wear smart. Yeah, I'll be there. That's fine.
Sounds good. All right, let's add in our guards.
Yes, I will hold my action. Most of my actions until.
All right. Archie.
Archie is going
No,
to...
hold on. No, I'm sorry. That was more just to get your attention.
Oh.
An arrow is loosed above you. And let's see, we're gonna mark. And ooh, the arrow digs into the cobblestone at your feet. A warning not to move closer, as an individual in kind of roguish garb leaps down from the roof and strides and knocks another arrow 1, 2, and 3. Oh, even worse. Yeah. Why is it only rolling by 11? Okay. An arrow flits past your head, Serana, and buries itself in a post of a market stall. The roguish character in question staring daggers at you from across the way.
Sorry, do I recognize them?
You do. This is Eli, one of your cousins, a little older, and a very prolific tracker. Let's see. One of the cultists steps up and swings his sword, slicing at you, Serana. .24. That is hit for 9 points of damage. Follows it up with a second slash. Ooh, critical hit. For an additional 12. So there is just a flourish of a kind of figure 8 slice. The second cut, digging a deep groove into your side as it comes up.
Oh, okay. That's gonna hurt.
All right. Next individual. Guards, shout out and rush into the fray. Clubs at the ready. Ooh, and there's a hit. And a second strike, I think will do. But critically miss as he fumbles his club. All right. The next two cultists. There is a second set of scimitar swipes at Serana. Oof. But gets caught up in the crowd that is yet to disperse. This one pulls out a whip instead. A vicious-looking thing with glittering metal shards at its tip. And he lashes out at Serana with it. That is a hit for 9 points of damage. The second one misses. All right. Serana, you're up.
Okay. I would like to. That's a radius. I don't need a radius. I need a line.
What do you need?
I'm trying to find a radius. I want ray. I'm trying to find out how I can
Ray template. So
I just need
What do you
need to figure out how the distance between me and this Eli.
currently it is 35 feet.
35? Okay. Long enough. I'm gonna back away from this situation over here. Is this a... This is awful. I am going to take my movement, and by that I mean I am eventually going to get. Hold on.
Oops.
I swear I know what I'm doing. Not my person. I got rid of me.
No, that was me. My bad.
Oh, okay. Okay. I am going to. I'll take 15 movement. I'll take my full movement. That's half. No. Tell you what. No. I'm staying. I lied. I'm gonna use my dagger first.
Okay.
Because I already have it drawn on this guy. Yeah. Hold on.
Make your choices.
Okay.
Aheerah, at the same time, I believe you had an action readied.
Yeah, I was waiting until they attacked.
Yep. So go ahead and make
Do
your
something.
attack. Yep. If that's what you were gonna do.
Cool. Yeah. So don't move. Don't do that. The guy that's standing in front of Phin, like that was standing in front of me, is there anyone between us?
Nope. I mean, by now the crowd is dispersing, so I'm gonna say no.
Wonderful. I'm gonna launch my needle spear with him and use spell strike and cast sudden bolt as I do. So where is my feet? Trying to spell strike. Trying to make sure I'm doing the right thing.
That's a good question, whether or not you can... see your turn ends. If the trigger occurs before your next turn. Okay, yep, go for it.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. It does say choose a single action, so because Spell Strike is a 2 action, you wouldn't be able to ready that.
I'll just stab him.
Okay.
I will just launch my needle spear at it.
Sounds good.
Bitch. That would be numbers.
That would be numbers. All right. While you figure that out, Estrana, do you have what you're doing?
Okay. I am going to attempt to use my dagger. I rolled a 9. It's not happening.
Okay.
I think it'll slip out of my hands. Because it's just not great. Because I'd like to get Flamejaw out.
Okay.
And try to hack at one of them. Come on. That is 21 to hit.
Did you apply your multi-attack penalty?
-5. -5. 21 -5. What's 21 -5?
16.
16. Never mind. I'm assuming that doesn't hit.
It does not.
Ah! She's just screaming the whole time.
Okay.
Like, using obscenities as well, because she's like, you know what? We didn't curse at home, but I'm doing it now. I'm doing it.
All right. Aheerah, what was your attack?
Does a 28 hit?
Yes, it does, and that is a critical hit.
Yes, baby girl.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, my critical damage.
All right, hold on. Before your critical damage, let's see. You have piercing. Oh, so it's normal damage, but you have nicked an artery. The target takes 2d6 persistent bleed damage.
Oh.
So,
Start of each of its
Yay.
turns, right?
what's that?
It takes 2d6 at the start of each of its turns, right?
Yes. So in that case, as you chuck your spear, which is assume what I assume you're doing, it flashes across his neck and catches him. It doesn't deal with a lot of damage going by, but the arterial spray is just magnificent.
This is why you don't mess with my friend.
How much regular damage
Just
did you do?
covered in blood.
1d6 plus 2 times 2. It's critical, right?
No,
So I use
just
my
normal
critical
damage. Just normal damage.
That's part of the special.
But it was a-
extra
Yeah, that's part of the
2d6.
card. Yeah, it's for the...
It takes away what I normally do with critical damage,
It can.
like for the thing.
It's worth it, especially this early in combat.
But that doesn't matter. Okay, cool. I got 6 damage then, I think.
Did
That's
you
so
put
a
a
good amount.
striking rune on your needle spear?
I thought I put a rune on. I'm pretty sure I did before we went and did something, but I'm not seeing it on my character sheet.
Okay. All right.
Nor do I know how to add it if I do have it.
Yeah, we can figure it out later.
Okay. But yeah, so I have 1d6 plus 2.
Okay.
Which says 6 damage.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get you a striking rune if if you don't already have.
Pretty sure I have one. Or no, I have the first rune that you. Is that a striking
Yeah,
rune?
the potency rune.
Oh yeah, I have a potency rune. I don't have a striking rune yet.
And you are bleeding good, sir.
And as I let my needle spear fly, I'll just be like, "Don't mess with my friends." Can I use a reaction to pull it back at this moment?
Yes, you can. Yeah.
Then I will do that.
Let's see. Persistent damage. 2d6. Bleed. Let's see. Yeah, let's see. 20. Woo! Oh, did that not apply? Ah! Oh, the perils of learning a new system.
All the funsies.
Mm-hmm. There we go. Ha-ha! All right. The second guard rushes up, trying to club the one that you just threw your spear at. And misses. All right.
Come on, man.
Archie, you're up.
Yikes.
Before I take my turn, it is currently 2 minutes to end time. Normal end time, I'd say.
Yes.
What's the plan?
Well, we will finish out your turn, and unfortunately, we will have to save the rest of this for next time.
Right as we get a raid.
Yeah, right as we get a raid. Thank you, Heroes and Hooligans, for coming in. We really appreciate you. We love you guys. We are, in the midst of a battle that just kicked off, yet we are approaching our end time. So we are going to finish out this round, and then we'll say goodnight. Archie, what you got?
Archie is going to obey the arrow that got shot at his feet, and he's going to stay right there, and he's going to say, "You fucker," and he's going to cast Daze on the guy that shot the arrow.
Ooh. What's your DC for that?
21.
21. Let's see what he's got. Will save, correct?
Yep.
Ho ho! He's not rolling well this time around. Fantastic.
Good.
Wait, how bad?
13. So not critically failed.
Aww. Alright, he will take a total of 6 mental damage, and Archie's going to, still standing right there with one hand, throws out the daze. The other one quickly puts a finger to his head and casts message to Serana and asks, "Do we kill them?"
Ooh, good question. How much damage?
6.
6. Okay.
Can I reply?
Yes.
As part of messaging.
Oh no, I'm screaming this back to you. Yes, we kill them all.
Kill them! Kill them all! All right.
Oh, shit.
And I think we're gonna leave on that particular note.
Ah!
Kill them! Kill them all!
You kill them all.
Yes. Awesome. I hate leaving it in the middle of a combat, but unfortunately, here we are. This has been a really intriguing episode of the Facet, and one that I was really excited to come back to after our week's break. This has, I love every episode with you guys. It is always so enjoyable and fun. All right, well, we're gonna go back to the table here. All right, so last up. So what to announce? Not a whole lot going on in terms of the court. We have Ravenwood returning on Thursday, which is absolutely awesome. It's our Monster Hearts 2 story, emceed by our very own Abby Marie Carter. And it is absolutely fantastic. I love it. I run tech for it, so I get to sit in and enjoy that story. On my end of things, I have just cast and am going into recording sessions for a Monster Hearts 2 podcast that I am running with or out of the Tabletop Tailspinners network. That is going to be a lot of fun. I'm really excited. The cast are just so talented, and I'm excited to see what they bring to the table. So keep an eye out for that. Does anybody have anything else? Abby?
Well, yeah, I'm doing Ravenwood later this week on Thursday. Very excited to get back into it. I will be involving myself with the Tabletop Tailspinners Network come later this month. And on Saturday, I will be doing my first session of a saga stream with Dennis that I'm super excited about. It's a grim fantasy setting where there's no people. So it's all like non-humans, which is cool. I will be playing a mouse, and I'm very excited for that. So come check that out. It's on Saturday. Other than that, I'm here every Monday playing Aheerah, and if you want to get in contact with me, you can reach out to me on Discord at Abby Marie Carter, or on Instagram at Abby_Marie_Carter. Yeah, that's me.
Wonderful. How about you, Dennis?
Oh, so much. Okay, rapid fire. Hi, I'm Dennis. I played Archie tonight, and it was wonderful, and I'm terrified for what's going to happen next time. Elsewhere, you can find me at my YouTube channel, OKSDM. Right now, that is all about our games of sagas, setting in genre-agnostic system, a rules-light system that Winter helped me design. Abby's going to be playing in. Winter's going to be running later in August. I am super excited for everything that's happening around there. It's a lot of work, and I poured a lot of time into it, and the more time I pour into it, the more excited I get about it. Between now and next Monday, we will be having episode 2 of Pulse, which is a playtest of sagas, over on OKSDM on my YouTube channel, where it is a science fantasy / space exploration, where there was a signal out in space that mutated the entire human race in 2025. Skip 50 years later, they finally resolved a bunch of stuff and sent a mission out to space to discover the source. They have interacted with the first ever alien, and they very nearly got off the wreckage of a ship that was self-destructing. We cut off at the end of that episode with a proximity alert notification from the ship's AI. So I'm very excited to tell them all and show you what is coming. That's on Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central. Next, I have Grim is another playtest. That's the one that Abby's going to be in. It is going to be steampunk Victorian fantasy where there are no humans, and right now it's starting to look like there's just going to be, it's not that there's no humans, it's that it's a mini campaign, because the only characters that have been built so far are 2 mice and an ant. So, I mean, this is going to be amazing. It's going to be set in a hole of a bookshop, and the opening scene is going to be the reading of a will from a dead mouse. I'm super excited. It's going to be super interesting. That one is also going to be a mini arc. It's not just a one-shot. So come check that out on Saturday over at OKSDM. And then on Monday, I'll be here again playing Archie. And that's it for this week.
Awesome. Thank you. That is so much. I do not envy you. Because I know that I have a whole bunch of projects myself, and they are many times overwhelming. So I wish you Godspeed, and hope that all works out for you.
Thanks.
I'm excited to tune into those things. All right, thank you. How about you, Joey?
I'm Joey. I played Delphinium tonight and on Mondays. That makes 2 characters that have left law enforcement, including Flynn Thorne from Starbottled, who quits his job as a cop. You can find out more about him on Spells and Storycraft. I believe the episodes are up on YouTube. To catch up while we are on hiatus for season 2. Other than that, my Twitter and TikTok are under Prince Perry Pastille. They're pretty empty, but I hope to do some art and show you all. Thanks.
Wonderful. And last but absolutely not least, Joe.
Hello. I may meet my end in the next episode. It's fine. I played Serana, who is currently being beat up by her cousins. It's a long story, and if you want to watch it, I'm sure we still have some of our VODs up on YouTube. And we have a link for our VODs in the chat. I also play in a campaign with Joey as a barbarian wizard, which, yes, somehow it works. She likes glitter. It balances out somehow. We are on hiatus, like Joey said, so keep your eyes peeled for other stuff. But other times I'm just on the Discord server. Hop on, say hello, ask weird questions. We're all here for it. Just tag me. I'm always here to chat.
Come over, join our community. The link is in the chat somewhere, wherever you got it. And yeah, come talk to us. Thank you all. I have been your humble Game Mistress Winter. You can find me at GMistressWinter on Twitter and Instagram. I am a writer, graphics designer, aspiring voice actress, and all around TTRPG hobbyist. And I just love this show. I love this community. Thank you all for being a part of it. Thank you for coming and watching these shenanigans. It's always a ton of fun. I hope you will come back next week for yet another exciting episode of the Facite Stories from Parasande. Have a good night.